guest today is Wendy White. Some of you may know her. She is a messaging strategist for extraordinary entrepreneurs. And she's also a Reboot client who started just 2 days before Christmas. She was ready. I'm like, are you sure you want to start? And she goes, I am done. I have to get started. And so she did. And she's had incredible results and an amazing journey. And she's right in the middle of her reboot. And I wanted to bring her on and talk to you because she's had such an amazing transformation. But she's not unlike anyone out here who's listening or watching in replay or whatever. She has a similar journey that a lot of you have had. So I really want you to hear her success story about it. So with no further delay, if you could bring Miss Wendy on, Kay, that would be fantastic. It is so nice to have you here. Thank you for joining me.
Absolutely. I'm thrilled to be here.
Well, thank you. And congrats for joining the Reboot and making that decision. And you've been having some really amazing things happen in your journey. And you've been so kind and sharing your information with me. And every week we meet and go over things. And it's just, I'm always so happy with how your transformation's going. So first, tell me about your path to deciding to do a reboot. What were your decision factors? Like what made you want to do it?
So I had done all the things. I did all the diet things. And I in 2018, I decided to do keto, not my idea, my husband's idea, but as this happens, his idea, I'm the one who actually did it and stuck with it. I did hardcore healthy keto. Like I was in the keto box of you can eat these many, like 3 items. And if a gram of sugar flew by my head, I was like, no, I'm not even eating it and I'm going to gain weight. It was terrifying. So I lost weight on keto, but I hated my life, as people do when they do keto. And I lost weight. And then over time, I just started gaining it and gaining it, gaining it. And I didn't go off keto. I just kept doing the things and it kept working less and less. And so I finally did go off keto. And then I just kept gaining weight. I mean, I'm not eating bonbons and, French fries. I'm still eating healthy food. I'm still exercising. And no matter what I did, weight just came on. And I was like, someone please just give me an instruction manual. Like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm not supposed to be broken, unhealthy, all these things. Why? And you see all these things online. It's the hormones and it's the this and it's the this. That I'm like, can someone just make sense out of this? Please. And you and I had known each other for a couple of years. And I went to my doctor. I had hired somebody else. I'd done all of the things. And you and I were talking about something completely different. And you mentioned, so I don't even know what it was, but it was something about, you having lost this bazillion pounds of weight and being as tiny as you are and as healthy as you are. You were like, something like, yeah, I went out to dinner and I had all this pasta, or like, yeah, that was my bread day. And I'm like, wait, what? Because on keto, that means immediately 400 pounds come back on your body and you're back at day 1. And guess what? And I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, I understand you go on something restrictive, you're restrictive for a while. I get that, but you got to the point where you don't anymore. Like you can live a normal life. And I was like, tell me more. So that's how I got sucked in.
Oh, wonderful. And she did. She called me on the 23rd of December and she's like, I'm in. That's it. I'm in. And I
seriously, she was like, well, we'll talk in the new year. And I'm like, I have no time to waste. Like I have plans. I am ready. I'm not doing anything for Christmas or New Year's. I want in. Let me in.
Me in, coach. Yes. Put me in. Yeah. Literally. So what was your biggest aha once you got started? What was your biggest whoa about your surprise on what the reboot was?
So many surprises. I was surprised by, compared to keto, this was not it at all. On keto, when I ran out of energy, I would drop on the floor and go, someone put something in my mouth because I'm about to die. I was amazed that I could be at the end of a time when I was eating and I would still have more tank in the gas. I was amazed how quickly I didn't need to eat as much food. Like people say intermittent fasting, that needs to be rebranded because that's a terror. Like who wants that? That's like torture, right? My body asked for it. I'm like, what do you mean you don't want to eat any more food? It's like, yeah, I don't want to eat. I'm like, okay, guess I'll listen to you. That surprised me. But the biggest thing, and this is going to sound so dumb when I say it, is that healthy feels good. And I never have gotten that. Like I feel like ridiculously good all of the time. And somehow I thought just healthy meant not carrying as much fat. I didn't know it meant feeling you say optimize, and it's really true. I feel like I'm running on a different plane all of the time, and I still have a lot of weight to lose. And I started feeling this like day 10. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. And I tell people that in the beginning and they go, yeah, yeah, right. Okay. You're going to feel great, whatever. She says, I really do.
Well, not just
And
like, oh, I feel thinner, like my brain is moving better. I feel smarter. Like I feel more, I don't like
it's scary because you're smart to begin with. So that's frightening.
it's crazy. I did not know that was a thing. It's never been a thing on any diet I've ever been on in my entire life. Never.
Our bodies know where to go. We just need to get out of its way and give it what it wants. And the secret is, what does it want? You know, it's not Kim Kardashian's food list from Vogue magazine. It's much broader than that. So what role is there that you found that's good about having someone to guide you and the community that's there and the accountability? How's that been helping you?
Yeah, it's been really, really helpful. I am not someone who needs accountability. Like you tell me what to do, I will do it. You know that about me. But what I find really helpful is, having someone who sees me, because I can't, we all, no matter how much we're doing stuff, we can't see ourselves. And like when you pointed out yesterday, you're like, you've lost 50 inches. Like I knew that because of course I'm measuring it, but I didn't realize it. You're like, that's over 4 feet. And I'm like, what? That kind of like, so you can hold up a mirror and then see what's going on, because every one of us is different and every one of us needs things that are slightly different. And to be able to go, this is what I'm seeing for you is huge, because I've never worked in any program or anything where the person actually really saw me, and that you do that. And even things like, you tell me what to eat, I'll eat it. But I mean, we had a conversation yesterday about mindfulness, and I just said, I'm not going to meditate. I'm not going to do that. And you're like, okay, here's what you're going to do. And here's why you're going to do it. And you explained it in such a way that I'm like, oh, I'm on board. I'm bought in. That's huge. As opposed to me just going, sure, I'll do mindfulness. Check, not going to do it. Like you put it in a way that I got on board and I can do it. And that it means it'll happen. And that's huge.
That it is huge. And it's all those little nuances that make it so much more than just tell me what to eat. Just give me a food list. I'll do the food list kind of thing. But Wendy's had an amazing transformation so far. Besides all this energy and the sleep, she's had a very stressful time. She had bomb cyclones going on at the beginning of the year and holidays and all these, all the things. She's had launches like this one and all kinds of craziness going on at the beginning of the year, and sailed through it with less stress, more energy. She put down euphoria as one of the things that she was feeling. But also she's been on it for what, 8 or 9 weeks?
9 weeks.
9 weeks.
9 weeks.
And she has lost 51.5 inches on her body.
Yeah.
That's like, he's like, yes.
Yeah. I mean, and I can feel it. Like I can, it's like, cool. it's gone.
It's like, really? But we call it a group program, but I do a great deal of homework to get to the table for everybody. And it's individual time within a group setting of small cohorts and groups of people throughout the week. So some people hear group program like, well, how am I going to, get help? It really is a hybrid version of that. And it helps to hear other people's things too, and to have that sense of community. But we're going to be talking about mindfulness on Thursday. And mindfulness, everybody thinks mindfulness is sitting there going, and there's the meditation word. It's like, oh, I don't want to, she said, Sheila, don't talk about, I am not going to meditate. I'm like,
well, I was just like, I know me, I'm not going to do that. So
neither am I. Yeah.
Give me a baby step in, make this make sense to me. Cause I don't want to BS you, but I'm not going to do that.
Well, we're covering all the things about how mindfulness works with weight loss, et cetera, and just with getting healthy and self-compassion. That's all Thursday's things, live sessions of how to go about doing that. And we're not going to be sitting there going, I promise. You can be mindful brushing your teeth. So if someone's taking a look at this as a program, what would you like to say if someone's on the fence or they're considering it or they don't know? What would you say to that person?
I would say, first of all, obviously book a call with Sheila, because Sheila is very clear about you are a universe, you are individual, and everyone brings their own challenges and their own things. And it's really important for her to know that she knows this is going to work for you, that she understands. I know that this is the last time I'm going to tackle this challenge. I mean, and I've been tackling this challenge since I was 12 and I just turned 55. that sucks to be working on this stupid problem for that long. And
43 years.
yeah, this is the first time like I can just feel this is it. And I can see you and I can see that you lived it, you know, as opposed to going, oh, I'm going to do this and then I'm going to lose 40 pounds or 50 pounds, you know, fantastic. And then it's going to creep back on. I'm going to be back here. It's like, that doesn't feel this way anymore. So that idea of, you know, I said to you when I joined, I said, I want to be an efficient animal. I don't understand. I need food to eat. Why does food break me? Like, this doesn't make, this design is bad. Who designed this? I want to be an efficient animal. And I have been feeling that way since like day 14, like, oh, now I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I just feel all of the benefits of that. And so I feel like I'm freed from that prison of, don't look over there and look, there's sugar. And if you look at it, you're going to gain 10 pounds or any of those things. And I just feel like I can have a life again after this. So I'm really excited about that.
Happy for you. It couldn't happen to a nicer person, first of all, but I am so glad you reached out to me a couple days before Christmas, and I just cannot wait to see where you go from here. It's just really exciting.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm excited.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. Everybody, wasn't that amazing? First of all, let's give Wendy some applause. Everybody give Wendy some applause. Let's see some clapping and some yays going on for her. She's had an amazing transformation. And if this is something that, you know, you would like to know more about, just let me know and we can chat. But Wendy, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely.
See you later.